Well, AIG is selling an 80% stake in its aircraft leasing business to a group of Chinese financial firms for just over $4 billion, making that deal China's largest acquisition of a U.S. company. Now, the sale will certainly help AIG continue to pay back its $180+ billion government bailout. But is it a good deal for U.S. taxpayers? Joining us now, Peter Kaufman, president of the Gordian Group. Peter, thank you so much for being here. Okay. Is this a good deal for the taxpayers?
Well, I think there are three parts to this whole issue. One is, the ILFC transaction itself. Number two is the impact on AIG.
That's the aircraft leasing
That's
part.
Right. And the larger issue to me is the theme of China buying North American assets. So ILFC, the leasing company is huge. It's the second largest leasing company in the world, aircraft leasing company after GE.
And is it attractive because of the emerging amount of travelers out of in Asia?
Absolutely. China and Indonesia are going to be 40% of the aircraft market through 2026. They're each going to have they've ordered 500 airplanes each.
Right.
It's going to give them a big toehold. So it's a great deal for them. It's not a particularly robust valuation for AIG, but I don't think they care that much. They paid down most of what they owe the United States government. The government is down to about a 15% stake in AIG, and the implied value of this transaction, which is about $5.3 billion, is about half of the value of the stock that the U.S. holds. So it's not such a bad deal, even though the accounting book value of this deal is only about, it's materially off 100%. It's probably somewhere between 50 and 65%.
Okay.
And other transactions in leasing have been for more robust prices. But the big issue to me, the theme that you're starting to see is China is buying North American assets. They
already own our debt, so
they're not satisfied with that. They just acquired for $15 billion Canadian's energy company Nexum.
Yep.
They're buying out of bankruptcy, subject to government approval, A123 Systems, which is the electric battery maker that's in bankruptcy that was funded partially by the U.S. government that provides electric batteries to Fisker, the electric car company.
Yeah.
So they're buying that for $256 million. And bankruptcy is a backdoor way to controlling this stuff. You can do it through a sale, which requires U.S. government approval. But if you did it through a plan of reorganization, you don't necessarily need government approval. And
would there be a problem with government approval on some of these things?
Well, I think the government has said that we're going to not let some of the Chinese companies, Huawei and ZTI, get into telecom. There are sensitivities here. I'm a free market guy.
Yeah.
So I like, we like the free markets, but I think there's got to be some sensitivities with what China wants to do.
China doesn't always play by the rules, let's be honest. I mean, they're not our most friendliest trading partners. They're very important, but they're not, relations have not always been great.
And they do own a lot of our debt.
That's true. So we should be nice to them because obviously they're helping us out in that way.
Free markets, but be wary is my perspective.
Can you expect a lot more of this? Are there a lot of bargains out there that will be attractive to Chinese investors?
I think there are, and I think that there will be. And as I said, they're getting a pretty attractive price compared to book for this aircraft leasing company.
So you think this is a deal, getting back to AIG, makes sense for all concerned?
I do.
Very good. All right. And almost paid off that bill to the government, to the taxpayers. So that's good news as well. Peter, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you.
China.
China.
Like I said, the year of the snake. There you go.